Hey everyone, good to see you. So today, Isolde's here again, and she's going to show us how to do a table arrangement for your kitchen or dining room table for Christmas. So here we go. I'll turn around the camera and you can see what she does, how she does it.
Hello, my friends. I'm going to try to make a Christmas centerpiece in this plate, or you can use different other plates like glass plates or glass bowl, as long as it holds water, because you have wet oases and fresh greeneries and fresh flowers, so it's gotta hold the water. And I'm just putting this oasis in here so it stays in place. And if it's a smaller bowl, you can just kind of tape it down also, or it can also be in something like this, but then it just comes higher and you can put the oasis in here. First thing is always you have to either put, if you're using candles, then you have to put a candle. So I actually have like a candle holder for this. You can buy it at Michael's or so. They carry holders, and for a small candle it would look like this with the spike on it.
And you can get those at Michael's?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. But you can also just poke the candle right into the oasis.
Okay.
It comes higher up.
Right.
And so I think I'm going to go for either a grouping of these candles, or there's just a bit short, or this big one. I think I'm going to go back to my big candle here. Just make sure it's in there well. And it had longer spikes here actually, but I had cut it down because they were too long. So I just push it all the way in here. Okay. Since this plate is round, I can do definitely a round one. If you have like a longish kind of plate like this, you can make like a slim long one. It all depends on your table or where you want to put the arrangement, of course. This definitely is gonna, even if the plate is showing a bit, since it's a red plate, it doesn't really matter. It could, it doesn't have to be huge arrangement. There's so many possibilities. You can do just like a little packed short green around here, and either flowers or decorations, ribbons, etc. Or you can make it more elaborate. So let me try to start with this. You start on the lower ends, like sort of determine the length you want this to be.
Oh, so how wide you want the arrangement?
Yes, how wide. I think I'm going too big here. I have to seal my spot here. This is going to make it a bit shorter. There you go. And it's good to start on the lower end and work your way up. Because if you start putting stuff up and then this is much better this way. So I have pine here and cedar to work with. You could take fir too, or like spruce, but spruce doesn't always last very long because the needles drop fast.
Oh, yes.
But cedar is amazing. Cedar and the pine too. Especially if it's in oasis, of course. It lasts a long time. So around here, you gotta stay short, because if you put it high like this, if you want to burn the candle a bit, like this is going to be way too dangerous. So, and you hide the candle on top of it, right? So it's got to be short all the way around. Let me get a bit longer on the sides here. This way too.
So you're kind of making them even, like all around. You're making them
Yeah,
like a
it
nice
looks
even.
like it's going to be a roundish arrangement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And but I could make this like shorter over here and this longer.
Oh, okay.
So it's like an oval arrangement.
Oh.
I could do that too. This will be good like for like a large square table. I'll try to put a lot of greens, fill it with greens, and then add flowers after. And I can still fill in the odd hole there is at the end with greens, but it's much better to start with greens.
So where did you get your pine and cedar, Isolde?
The pine I bought, let me think, at Home Depot.
Okay.
And this year is just a bit of a problem because with the BC flood, there has been way less greenery has been coming. And but usually Home Depot or Canadian Tire, or even I've seen some at, or you can pick it up at your local florist too. They probably will sell you some too. But yeah, the hardware stores have bunches, or Safeway, Sobeys. And it comes in, well, good size bundles too. I cannot get just a stem of this and a stem of that, of course. It all comes in bigger quantities.
So these are quite
But
small
it's-
pieces.
Yeah, because I don't want to make it too elaborate going up.
But you want to
So-
hide all the workings
Yes.
here.
Since my oasis block is fairly big, then I just have to hide more. But I have more area I can put my flowers after too. I could have shaved or cut down the oasis a little bit lower, but I wanted to have the candle above, not too low.
If you're hearing that in the background, the coffee is brewing.
That's right. That's good.
Because you have to have coffee after you do floral arrangements. It sounds like a fish tank. But Isolde does not have a fish tank.
No. So you can also, if you don't want to use fresh greens, you can use artificial greenery, like almost like the green, like the garlands you use, and cut them in pieces and just put it in. But it's definitely not the same. It's fresh greens around this time of the year is so much nicer.
Well, and the smell is fantastic.
Unless you're allergic to like pine and spruce, that can happen too. There
I
are
am a
some
little
people-
bit.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
It's pretty good. Sometimes I just need to turn around to see. Not bad. And cedar is so nice, like you have so many pieces to use. It's not just like a straight stick.
Probably nice that it's flat.
Oh yeah, that's
know that
amazing.
lays flat,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it does.
Like with juniper, it doesn't lie flat.
No, or the spruce too. It's much more bushy. And now I'm going to determine what I want to put in here. I think I'm going to go with white and red. Since the plate is red, I have white roses here, red miniature carnations, red safari sunset. They're dark red. And these are your usual white mums.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have decorations that I can use in red, which is the nice thing too. When you get fresh holly, is always beautiful in here. But I wasn't able to find any. Let me start with fresh flowers first. Put some of these in here.
I really love those.
They're very nice, and they will probably keep like 3 to 4 weeks.
Whoa.
Really, it's like almost like a protea type. And I think either California or South America they come from.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're using even some of the stems.
Yeah, like kind of just for a little leaf effect. This will be fairly asymmetric here, I guess. You can also use your pruners, but I'm just so used to use the knife. Here. Do one this side. There. Oops, that one I chopped up. Okay. The leaves I just kind of disperse a bit lower, because if I stick them up like this, you see the cutoff.
Mm-hmm. But if you just stick them to the side.
Yeah, then it hides it more, but you still have a bit of the leaves effect. Okay, I need to have some whites to just give it a bit of a lighter color in here. And this is almost nicer actually to make just a grouping of 2 or 3 a bit together, not just like one here. So make like a grouping of 3 or 2 can work too. And then over here. And this way. And we have 3 left for this side. So it looks like I have a kind of 3 and a 3 going. I don't always make it very asymmetrical, I must say, but that's how it comes right now. It could be something like this. Work too. It's, let's see, it might be a bit big, but it gives it more glitz to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was thinking add a bit of gold. Actually, even if you have gold balls or so from like Christmas balls, you could add that too. It's a little quiet.
Yes.
Let's go with this one. Let's hope I have enough. But I'm not going to make like a big bow. Just, I want to make only like 1 loop like this.
Hmm.
And cut, I need my good scissors.
You need these ones?
The red one, the blue ones, yes, thank you. And cut the bow on an angle. Or you could make those little fishtails too. Piece of wire, put it through the center here and bend it to the back and twist together so it holds well together. And then I'll make a few of those and place them in between, because you don't need a huge bow.
Can we turn this just to see it a little bit?
Yeah, sure. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll make, I should have enough. I'll make, like, since I have this 3 business going here, I'll make 3 ribbons too. One here and one there. Wires you can buy also, like at Michael's or yeah, probably mainly Michael's, or steal your husband's wires downstairs.
Yeah.
Nice spot for the 3rd one here.
Nice.
That's nice when you have ribbon with wires, you can shape it nicely. These got cut off, so I'm just gonna wire them back together. This. Or my glue gun's ready. That's probably the easiest thing for anybody. Just whatever you like to add that doesn't have a wire or a stick or anything to it, just put some glue on it and put it right in there. Something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Put some glue on it on the back side. Don't burn your fingers. And just place it over here somewhere. There. I'll just put it on a wire. There. Have some more gold to it. There.
Well, let's see that. That's it.
There.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Even with the glue gun, you can just add them right almost on top, kind of.
Nice.
So,
Do you use the glue gun a lot? Excuse me, let me try that again. Do you use the glue gun? You use the... I can't say it. Do you use
especially
the glue
for
gun?
the decoration.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, for fresh flowers, you don't need it unless you do like a corsage or a wristlet. You have to glue tiny little things in.
It pops.
It pops.
It pops. Good job, Isolde. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay.
And so since this is a basket, and I just use a plastic container to put my oasis in, because I still want to put fresh greeneries in here.
Here. Wow.
I just need short pieces, and I think we're good on cedar. Let me just chop a little bit off here. One more, that should do. Okay, so right around the vase, I can't really support or glue this down, which is okay too, then you can at least take the battery out. So, but I'm gonna put this short greens right around here. It helps to keep the vase in place a bit. This is not something that you're gonna have to transport too much, but even if you need to transport it, just take it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. And it's over here. So then it won't slip and slide around after. There. All right, little forest around there. So now I would love to take a bit of the cedar just to the sides. And I don't want to put too much greens because after all, the basket is like it's a star shape, so I can definitely, we can still have the basket showing. Just so it covers the plastic container and our base. Keep it nice and flat.
So you're doing the same idea actually. Kind
As
of.
before, kind of, that's true, yeah. Just I'll use way less green in this one. It'll be, like I said, so the basket still, the silver basket still showing from the sides. It's not going to be all covered up. A bit more pine over here. The nice thing is with the oasis, you can water it. You just have to make sure with this one you water in a container and not in a basket.
Right.
But then the green stays a long time.
This is nice because you can just use stuff around whatever's in your house, right? To hold it.
That's right, yeah.
Don't have to buy something extra.
No, it could have been like a saucer for a plant too, like one of those plastic saucers.
Oh yeah.
That works very well too. I just didn't have one the right size, so I took a Ziploc container. Like sour cream or margarine container, as long as, you know, if it's hidden away,
No one's gonna
anything
know.
that's plastic or glass. A whole bunch of white roses here. What I'm gonna do, I put them very short, and they're gonna last very long because the shorter the roses, the longer they last, because then I'm just gonna make like a ring of roses literally around here. There we go. These are just the outer petals that are a little wrinkly, so I'm taking them off. This is going to be quite symmetrical actually. It's like with the roses, when you get long stem roses and they start to droop after 2 days, it's best to cut. Don't have to cut them that short, but cut them short and put them in a bowl, and they will last much longer, because then you don't have this long way of traveling for the water to travel up there. And cutting is always the key for roses anyway, any flowers, mind you. There we go.
So when you say cutting, you mean cutting every
the
day?
stems, yeah. Cutting every day is very good, but every second day is fine too. And like make a cut like this, or with scissors, a good cut too.
You're cutting
That's
at an
like-
angle.
Yes, best thing is with a knife, because then you have a longer area where the water can be.
Let's just see that.
There we go, like this.
Oh yeah,
Like-
that's quite long.
This, I mean, you can make it very long like this.
Wow.
But that's the best remedy for the roses. If they start to droop after a day or two, they feel very soft, cut them short, or even float them in a big bowl. You can even do that too. Is there one? Ooh, I'm getting lower. I gotta make sure I have enough here. Yeah, we'll do all right. There. And then these roses actually will open up bigger too, so it'll be just fine in here. One more. Okay.
Beautiful.
There we go. Garland here, which is like silver and little glass balls. And I'm trying to make like create almost like a not quite a wreath around it, but I want to start somewhere putting it in here. There. And we gotta shape them. Well, I can shape them after, but they're always tangled up and intertwined. There. I might just put a no, this one kind of thicker wire to just make a loop in the wire and hold it in here in place a bit. Here. Try to unfold this like that.
Kind of making a crown almost.
Almost, yeah. I still shape all those arms. Go. We can do a bit longer here. Looks like an octopus now. It's too many arms. Come on. Cut one out and add it over on this side. There we go.
Pretty.
Put them up and down a bit, otherwise you have them all the same. Some go more bent down and some a bit up. Try to use those here. And this is actually it goes together with your
Garland
inside, yeah. Mm-hmm. But like the bigger balls are fine too. And go just here and there a little bit. A bit of leaves won't be a bad idea. I think I just want to do that now. So we have it. It's a different shape too.
It's also a little
Different
shiny.
texture.
That's nice.
Yes, yeah. And it's natural. There. And it's a good long-lasting green too. Sorry, I don't remember the name of this. I don't think it's Oregonia. It's something else.
Deciding whether to put some ribbon in here. What
So
were
we
you
have,
thinking?
like, you can also overkill an arrangement. Too much can be too much too. So, but we could do something like this
That's
to
really
get a
pretty.
bit more gold in it. Somehow this is okay. And or
option 2.
option 2 will be, let me take that out so we can see it better. Keep it more on the silver side. You could do like this. You could even go and twist it around and go like this, or just make like I did before, a loop and a little bit of a tail, 2 or 3 here.
Oh, so
we
let's
go.
get a good look at that.
There.
Oh my goodness. So beautiful.
That shows up a bit better on the splash plastic.
Yes. So nice.
I like those green leaves in it. They're almost like holly leaves. Very shiny.
They're pretty. So guys, that's it for today. From me and
Isolde,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you all.
Bye.
Bye.